Oh my God, Lord, please help me, please, because this is the human in the pain of the shadow realm, healing the inner child, y'all. This is gonna be a dark one. Definitely trigger warnings, and there's definitely trigger warnings for the one before this. Woo! I didn't know it was gonna go deep, but I should have figured from what was exposed to me, and I knew this day was gonna come. I knew this day was gonna come, whether I like it or not. Whether we believe everything on social media or not, real life experience matters. Okay. Like I said, they was trying to choke me out the other day for this shit. I swear to God, they did not want me to say this shit and not want me to say shit. Whew. Who I go through changes when I channel energy. I really do. A lot of us do. We get different chills, heat, heating, the cooling. Mm-mm-mm. Savage. My lips are almost, I would say they at 50% at least. At least. I finally got up early, y'all. Oh, I was so emotional. I cried a little. I cried. I really did. I was like, oh, hell, this shit hurt. I'm a bit torn. But when we see the shadow, we gotta expose it. On air until I'm no. I'm confused. How are y'all doing today? Thank you for tapping in. Like, share, subscribe, please, and thank you. This is a trigger warning. This is going to be a heavy message. You guys, they was trying to choke me out the other day for even talking about some of it. I'm trying to think about names because y'all know I'm a name caller, but I think I done did enough name calling for people to get who I'm talking about and or, you know what I'm saying, figure it out. Hello. Hi. How are you? Um, the idiocy is still early, huh? Or late, wherever you may be in the country. I see. What's up? Hey, how are you? Look at the teeth. Bite a motherfucker. I'll bite your ass. Okay. Anyways, let's get to it. I'm doing all right. Thank you for tapping in. I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Okay. I'm gonna block your ass because you keep fucking playing on my shit. I use it from this channel. I've asked politely. Stop fucking around over here. I don't give a fuck if you're subscribed or not. Yes, for real. I can only, be so generous. Thank you. Thank you. Motherfucker was on here last night playing around. My nerves is look. The foot is already down. I'm just saying. I'm very loving, very kind, very forgiving. But even loving, caring, kind, forgiving people got to put their foot down. It's just a must. We all must learn. Okay, y'all. So thank you for the like, shares, subscribes. It's somebody's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday if it's somebody else's birthday out there too. Jason, leave. Jason can know. Wait, is that the same one? Oh, that's not the same one I blocked though. It is. What the fuck? This motherfucker got multiple channels. That's a stalker for real. I'm so fucking confused. It is. Boy, hold on. That's crazy. Hold on, let me see. That's hella fucking weird. Yeah, like I said, they don't want me saying this message. It's okay. I know who you are. You've been seen spiritually. Everybody in the collective has seen what has been done. So it is what the fuck it is. This story is far from over, y'all. Thank you guys for like, sharing, subscribing. This story is far from over. I don't know how many sagas we're gonna fucking have from this shit. But golly, I'm just y'all. Y'all know how I don't know if y'all have ever been in a state where people try to bully you back into a state where you were traumatized, so you go back to that state and you are not able to defend yourself. Um, that's what bullies are known for doing. People, that like to pick, bully, and poke the bear until they have to see their own shadow. So the main course, you sub. Thank you for subbing. Shout out to what? What's up, South Africa? So thanks for tapping in. The main gist of this channeling, the movie referred to is Split. Psychological warfare. This is what we're all going through and all experiencing at this time. And unfortunately, some people are going to choose to opt out of this level. And unfortunately, that is very unfortunate. And it shouldn't be, because this is not the end. It's not. So the movie recommended is Split. Split. Okay. This came out like maybe 10 years ago, 8 years ago, possibly. Talked a little bit last night about diabolical oppression. You guys can go look that up and research it yourself. Diabolical oppression. I got that from Miss Empress Bella, Intuitive Goddess 333. Go check out her channel as well. She's very tapped in. She's very good. A lot of these readers helped me save my life. I made this channel because I wanted other people to have the opportunity to save their own life and to understand what it is to balance out your own energy and to face demons that you don't even know you can't see. You know, we're fighting for the truth. We're fighting for our souls and, wanting other people to fight for theirs as well. And it's not easy. Especially when you find out that you're being a bully and then, you have to face that shadow because you were bullied. Hurt people, right? So a lot of people are finding out that they have to face their shadow right now. Your shadow ultimately could be your triggers. Things that suppressed you, things that hurt you, things that traumatized you. Um, I did not want to cry, but yeah. Um, so I say trigger warning. Um, y'all, forced sex acts, drug abuse, child abuse, anything that you could possibly imagine, financial abuse, neglect, um, being excommunicated from your family, being the black sheep in your family, being aware of the energies around you and how they're, they're really dark and they pretend to be something else while gaslighting you, while abusing you, while mistreating you, while taking no accountability, and you're a child. We're all childs. We're all children in some type of way, right? But especially when you're a child, you kind of don't really understand why you're being mistreated. Stockholm syndrome, like you get used to your abuser, you get used to the abuse because our parents don't know how to break the cycles. Our parents, their parents before them didn't know how to break the cycle. Um, and it becomes a repetitive generational curse. And some of us try our best, some of us don't even understand it. Some of us choose to ignore it. Some of us choose not to get counseling, not to reach out. And then when it gets spiritual, hello, hi, thanks for tapping in. Like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you. Um, a lot of us, when we come into this awakening, we don't know how to handle this. And when we have to reach out to people, I'm from the United States, and when we have to, like, I literally, YouTube ultimately became our family, yo. It saved me from a really dark space that I was in with my babies. could not understand why things were happening the way it was. But um, I ultimately felt like giving up was not an option. From the Philippines, that's what's up. Thanks for tapping in. Um, I ultimately, you know, knew not giving up was not an option. Just because I didn't understand it and I couldn't see what was going on didn't mean that I needed to quit, that I need to give up. Like I just need to be wasteful and willy nilly with my life, you know? So I self reflected. I had already put myself through counseling, you know? Counseling wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I had to change my circle. I had to cut people off. I had to totally seclude myself to help better me in my life for my children. Um, so, like I said, a lot of people from YouTube was my family, yo. A lot of child readers, and they were like my big sisters. They were like my cousins, aunties, whatever. I took what applied and I let the rest go for what I could understand bit by bit. It's not easy, especially when you're becoming aware of who you are and you're tapping into the energies and the gifts and what you have and using your discernment for what it's good for. And you are in a state of disbelief that your family could do so much heinous things and or create such a hostile environment that you're exposed to, and you have to learn how to go grow through and heal through that without becoming it. And that's a lot of what we're talking about right now, is facing that shadow, right? And that's ultimately how you heal, not becoming the monster that came after you. Whether it been through whatever type of abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual, verbal abuse, psychological abuse, all the different abuses that we can possibly fathom. Global abuse, especially realizing global abuse in different countries and how they're mistreated in different ways and how people are mistreated here in the United States. Like I tell people all the time when I used to talk to people from Africa, shit, we don't got it no better here. At least y'all got land y'all can go to. Our land, we can't even have royalties to unless we bury somebody on our land, which a lot of our ancestors are already buried on the lands. And that's a good question. Shit, if they're not buried on all the lands, where the fuck are they at? Because the genocide that has happened here in the United States is on a scale of that's not accountable. That is unaccounted for. Uh, so somebody's crying. Yes, I, I should have knew it was going to be me. Um, Without a doubt, it's okay. I love to heal healing hurts, and that's a good thing. Let you know that you're still alive, that you still have feelings, that you still have empathy. And you're not completely callous, cold, and calculated to your own detriment and the detriment of others. Okay? So, me being homeless and living in my car and struggling until I can do what is considered better in the standards of these people's eyes, which better would be, doing what's right, giving me what the hell was stolen from us. But we're getting to that because once we can prove this spiritually and to the physical, they have no choice but to give it up. What was stolen should be returned. And until they do return it, they're going to continue to suffer. So, facing the shadow side, the things that were done to us, it's quiet, okay. The things that were done to us, the mistreatment, the neglect, the abuse, which we, yes, on a spiritual level, did agree to come here and ultimately go through and face. I just, ooh, I hope don't nobody unalive it. And it almost seems like a harsh thing to say when you tell somebody, wait, be patient, let the karma play out, let let God work, you know, especially when it does not seem like God is working. That's when you work on yourself even more and even harder. That forgiveness I'll be talking about, it becomes a forgiveness of just damn near forgetfulness. But you will remember, you know, those lessons. Let that person go through their own karma because energy never dies and only fucking transfers. And the energy that has been transferred into these people that are in their shadow side and pretending as if masquerading as if they are light beings and they are here for the betterment of the collective, the betterment for the nations, you know, and they're really not. They're possessed by these many demons that Noroku is what I just heard. They're possessed by the many demons, the fucking priest. God damn it. That has the portal to suck up demons except for poison, or he can ultimately die, and his gift would be useful. I mean, absolutely unuseful at that point, right? But he struggles with one himself, a sex demon, an incubus succubus energy, and that is one that some people find it hard, which is understandable to overcome, right? Because it's so vastly promoted, I would say. You know, people can make money off of it. People can pay money to watch it. People can pay money to ultimately see weird things that really are unnatural to do in sex acts, right? And because of the porn industry and how it is, quick money and easy money is not always the best money. And unfortunately, I knew this was going to come up. This is how, a lot of people are brought up. A lot of people are exposed to it, as a child, whether by accident or on purpose, or they've had a relative that has unjustly touched them, or definitely crossed boundaries, right? So these things are deeply rooted in the demons. They follow us, right? It's not something you can see. Bird box. And how many times have we gotten bird box? So many times, especially 2 years ago, past few years. The truth is air and so is the lie. But the healing is emotional. It's your energy and motion. If energy never dies, it only transfers. Who's getting the energy that was unhealed? Suppressing a demon or becoming a demon completely, like Inuyasha. Inuyasha was half human, half demon, but he wanted to become a demon, but he couldn't control his demon inside. It's a lot to equate in the same likeness of facing your shadow. Are you able to face your shadow? Are you able to heal your shadow? And a lot of people that are not wanting to do the shadow work, you're going to see them pretty much pop, explode, be exposed in the worst of ways, of any ways that they could possibly be exposed. It's not easy for the ones that want to have faith in a person more than they had in themselves, more than they can, or more than they could see within themselves. You know, that's why it's self. The yin and yang, the light and the dark within you is what matters most. The tension. I pray for my children all the time. And there's one decision that I hope neither one of them make. That I will fight tooth and nail for them, because it wouldn't be their fault. Yeah, they have made the choice. but I'm their healer. I hope there's two choices. Like I told them, our Father will heal one day. He has to want to heal. Nobody can make it now. I'll be back.